Check 1 2, check 1 2. Holy smoke, Olas, I can't believe we made it back. Hey guys, welcome back to the concert hall. I'm Sunny. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. I gotta tell you guys, it's been a hell of a ride. It's been a hell of a ride. And this screen that I'm in right now is a little cramped, I gotta say. I gotta fix this. Oh man, so in the last year and a half, my both of my parents died. They I'm between countries. I'm back and forth, Canada and the United States. And I got divorced. I got divorced. And then even more crazy stuff happened. You're not gonna believe all this crazy stuff. I can't believe it. So today we're gonna take it easy, man. Welcome back to this is like your weekly lesson. Today we're gonna take it easy. We're gonna do stuff on Privave. It's just going to be nice and chill. And we're only going to take the first 8 bars. But I think it was stressed out. I got to tell you, man, it's been a hell of a trip. It's great to be back for you guys. Nothing stressful. I can't remember a lot. I can't just. I'll tell you guys, the reason I started making these videos last year when I was making them is because my mom was sick. And I was back in Toronto. And so I would practice and make these videos for you guys. And my mom, she was dying, right? And she's just upstairs. And it was like when I was young again. I used to practice, and my mom liked to listen to me practice, so it was pretty nice. And then when she passed away, I couldn't play. I couldn't do anything. It was horrible. I gained a bunch of weight. I've been drinking a lot of wine. Whatever you're gonna do. Anyways, oh yeah, I got divorced, so technically I guess I'm homeless. I'm spending a lot of time in the concert hall, so I figured I might as well shoot a video. All right, let's do it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chilling out. Thanks for bearing with me. All right, let's do it. We're just gonna chill out. Now, see this? The camera's all messed up, man. My camera's all freaked out. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna take it nice and easy today. Just the first. We're gonna blow our exercise on the first 8 bars of O Privave, and then I'm gonna show you guys something fun today. Something a little fun. Something a little funky. Something new. Now remember, we're not just playing jazz. We're supposed to be playing bebop, and it's very easy to confuse it, right? But there's an added discipline with bebop that's a little bit tricky. So, and I forget that all the time when I'm playing. Anyways, neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. Today, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of fun stuff, and we're going to move ahead just a little bit in our development of this particular approach that we're using. Oh man, I hope everybody is super cool. Okay, so here we go. So the chords of O Privave. Bar 1 for tenor saxophone, as far as I know, is a G. You guys got that? G7. So we're going to play into the G. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. No problem. All right, that's beat 1. Then we're going to relax, because in a couple of minutes, I'm going to show you something else. And so we need a little space right here. Next, second bar. A minor to D7. So we're going to play into the A and then into the D. You guys remember that? That's actually D down to A. 1 2 3. Right? A beat 1. And then we go all the way down to the D on beat 3. And warm up. Relax. So, right? So that's A, D. But we're going to invert it. We're going to take the second half and we're going to move it up. For those who are new here, just follow along in the music. I didn't write it out yet, and I'm saying everything that I'm going to play because I'm stressed out, man. I don't need to like freak my brains out transcribing. So here we go. Into the A, and then down to the A, down to the D. Okay. Then to the G. So here you go. Down to the A, down to the D, down to the G. Okay, you guys got that? The next chord is an A minor for saxophone. So, and we're not going to play that right now, because we need to breathe, and we want to break up the phrase instead of playing 4-bar phrases. This song is structured a little bit like more 3-bar phrases, and I'm getting you guys to do a certain thing. So instead of stretching it out to 4 bars or 2 and 2, we're gonna play that we're just gonna chill out on these two beats. So that's it. So once again, the first three bars are G for one bar, G, and then A minor, D7, G, and then breathe, A minor, but we're gonna just chill. So into the G. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So we did it. Okay, next. The next, so bar 4 is D minor, G7 to C, right? C7 in bar 5, right? We're going to go to the 4 chord. So here we go. Into the D minor, into the G7, into the C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right, you guys got that? We'll do it again. Bar 4 to bar 5 is into the D, into the G, into the C7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So that's beat 1 of the C7. We're going to leave some space because we're going to do something here. And then we're just going to play something like, because we're just going to play C minor 7 to F7 back to the G. We're not going to do anything too heavy on that today because we're just chilling out, man. I just want to show you some cool stuff in a sec. So right now, we are not doing anything cool. We're just outlining the changes. We're just playing into the notes. We're just taking our approach of playing into the notes. You know, there's often a problem when you get to the end of the chorus. You're like, what am I going to do, man? And you like start on beat 1 and then you try and emote and go like, oh man, I'm making the jazz. Oh, wow. And like what you're really doing is you're not really, targeting anything. You're not bringing the music off the page. You're not even playing the music. You're just playing like, and see, it's difficult it's easy to run out of ideas or to repeat a lot of stuff, and it's not really how we do it. And so, and it doesn't matter. Like when you really, so let's just leave it at that. So let's take it again from the beginning because I just confused myself. So into the G, breathe, then A D G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Then D minor, G, C. And then into the C, into the F, and then into the G. C minor, right? Now, believe it or not, that's a sound, right? Because like the F7 is like a substitute for like D7, right? Like F7 is like D7 flat 9. So like it's so like don't sweat it. Just because it sounds a little bit weird and it's not what's happening, don't worry about it. It's a different kind of sound, and we're playing with different sounds today. So let's just take it easy. All right. Oh my God, 8 minutes in. Thanks for bearing with us, guys. I'm talking fast and everything. Okay, so here we go. We're about to turn this into something really cool. So this is our exercise. Once again, into the G. Right. Guys got it? Okay, now here we go. Now we're going to mess it around a little bit. Thanks for making it to this part of the video. So we're going to start. So here we go. Instead of playing into the G on beat 1 of bar 1, we're going to play into beat 3. So we're going to play G on beat 3. Well, we don't have to play G on beat 3. We're going to play a chord tone on beat 3. But today we're playing G because whatever, man. This is what we're doing. So it could be any of the chord tones for what we're doing in this approach. But for today's G, so instead of 1, 2, 3, ba do bu da, we're going to play right on beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3. And then we're going to roll into the A, da, dee, dee, A. And then we're going to roll into the D. And then back to the G. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Got it? We're gonna do it again. This time, instead of playing D down, I'm gonna play it up. I don't want to play it down now because I didn't warm up and I'm excuses. Okay, I'm gonna play that up. So here we do same thing again, except D. I'm going to take it 1, 2, 3, 4. So ah. Ah. Got it? So that's what we got so far. All right, chill it out. It's going to get fun. So next, there's a sunny stit lick, and Dexter Gordon uses it as well. That's from Privave, and it's really fun. And it sounds like this. It's G to D, then a little loop, and so it's like on beat 1. G, A, B, C, D, and then B, C triplet. All right, so I'll play what I have. Now, I don't think he plays it in this key. I think he does something different in a different key. I think it's. I think that's it. I think he plays it in D. Which is a hell of a lick, man. Okay, so, but we're playing it in G, so we're going to play. Okay, so now all we're really doing there is we're playing G on bar 1, right? G to D, right? G, A, B, C, D, chord tone to chord tone. And then on beat in bar 2, this A minor to D7 back to G. We're playing, he plays the G, G, and then instead of an A minor, he says the G, and then he plays the D7 D7 dominant chord, right? 4-note chord, back to G major, right? The G. So that's, now today, we're not going to do that. We're still going to play A minor. And there's because we're doing something according to theory, but there's a story behind this. That, I don't know, how long have we been here? You guys want to hear the story? Like, you want to know the deal? I'll tell you the story, man. When I was young, I played on one of Barry Harris's very first, I guess, instructional videos. And it was shot over at the Humber School of Music, right? I'm a Humber alumni. The Humber thing down on the lakeshore here in Toronto. And at the time, I was studying with Howard Reese, right? And he and Barry were good friends and stuff. And excuse me, I studied with Howard a couple of times in life. And anyways, they're up in Toronto, and I was younger, and I couldn't play very well, but I had a lot of technique, so I was okay. And then I had bad time. I didn't really know what I was doing. And so check this out. So I'm hanging out with, so it's lunchtime. So we're shooting the video. And I knew Barry from before, right? So we're joking around, and I'm like, hey, Barry, man, am I showing enough chest here? Like all this, like we're really screwing around, right? And then check this out. So we're at lunch, right? And I'm sitting with the Toronto guys. You know, we're meeting guys, New York guys and stuff. And I was really young. It's like 25, 30 years ago. So, and this video was available in stores and stuff. I've never been able to see it on the internet. And anyways, Barry Harris is a long time ago. And I was really young. My head was shaved and stuff. And so anyways, out from across the room, right, it's lunchtime. And you hear Barry yell out, Bird didn't play no 2-chord. I never heard Bird no play no 2-chord. And I'm like, well, I don't really know what the hell is going on. Like, I don't know anything, right? Barry teaches totally different than anything. Like, it's a totally different way of playing music. And so he said, Bird didn't play no 2-chord, man. And I didn't know what to understand. Like, 25 years later, I'm like, wow, man, I still don't get it. Like, we did it. But the neat thing about this lick here that I'm showing you guys, so anyways, that's a long time ago. I could tell you guys other stories. I'll tell you guys stories as we go along. The joke about that line is, there's an exercise I'm going to show you guys that is like my absolute bread and butter exercise that I learned from Howard and Barry directly. And I learned it several times in my life. And that is my go-to absolute bread and butter lick style approach that it very, very much uses a 2 chord. So I really know what Barry's talking about, man. But when we look at this situation, this um, Sunny Stit lick, right? We're going to get back to Privave and stuff. Today I'm going to show you guys some different sounds and where they come from. So we're going to loosen it up a little bit. So when you look at this Sunny Stit lick, he's playing G back to D back to G. Like he's playing 1 5 1. It sounds like it's a bit 4 because he grooves around the C, but that's just a musical device, man. And Dexter Gordon does the same thing. I'll play it for you again. 1 to 3, G A B C D. Okay. Double it. 1 and 2 and 3 and triple it. 1. Okay, so on beat 1, I'm gonna play a G triad. And then I'm moving to the C, which is the 7th of D7, and I'm gonna play the D7. To the G. And then I breathe. You guys got it? And so, like, there are different ways to do around and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Now, today, we're not going to do that. But you guys, I'm just telling you guys, you might want to practice that. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Like, it's a lot of fun. Okay, so whatever, man. Whatever. So, today, we're going to play into the A. Okay, we're still playing the 2 chord because, like, I'm not Bird. So, we're playing it in the 2 chord. And then, when we get to the D, the D7 or the 5-7, when we go back to the G, we're going to use the D7 chord, you're right? D, F sharp, A, C. And we're going to play that into one of the notes on the G because, like, that's one of the things you guys asked me in one of the videos, like, which chord do you play approaching that particular note? Because sometimes it looks like the note chord you're on, sometimes it looks like an approach chord or something. So that's a good question. Today we're playing D7 to G. So it goes like, sounds like this. So into G on beat 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then into A. Then into D. Up and then into D. We're going up because of, like, you know. Okay, now we're on D and we're going to G. So I just went. How about that? So I'm on D and then I went C, A, F sharp, G. Now, that's a little lame, right? How about we take that up an octave into the G? All right, so instead of I went A, F sharp, D, up into the G. You know, because we're headed to the G. But now I'm going to change that up just a little bit because I don't really like this one and there's too much kind of moving around a little bit. And we're moving a little bit away from bebop. I'm going to have a little bit of fun. So I'm going to, instead of going up like that, okay, we're going to do that. Okay? So I'm going to play into the G on beat 3. And then I'm going to play down to A. Which, okay, so I'm going to play down to A. And then I'm going to play down to D. And then, so nice and simple. Oh no, I changed the lick. I changed the lick. Instead of I wrapped the B. Instead of playing the chord, I wrapped the B. All right, we don't want to wrap. We want to wrap the B. We're gonna play the chord for you guys. Okay, so let's do it again. So try this. So into the G. We'll wrap the A. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah. We're going to do that. You guys got it? You guys copied that already? So I'm going to go down into the G, down into the A, and when we go into the D, instead of going down into the D, I'm going to wrap the third. So instead of A, then G, F sharp, E, D, I'm going to play G, E, F, F sharp. So from the A, here you go. So into the G, into the A, wrap the F sharp. So now I'm on F sharp and I'm going to B. And I'm playing down the D7 chord. So F sharp, D, C, A, and then I'm going to go saxophone it up into B. And then finish up on G. So B is beat 1. All right, just to give it some sauce, right, man? Because today we're talking about sauce. Oh, wow, this is a long video. I could chop this up. We got some sauce to get to on the C7. So, but anyways, this is what we're going through right now. A little bit of bebop, a little bit of hard bop, a little bit of jazz, a little bit of Sunny Stitt, a little bit about, one of my mentors a long time ago. And here we go. I'm going to show you something. So that's how we do it. So I started on the original thing, down into the G, and then into the A and all this. So let's give you one final pass at this, one little extra thing, and then we'll move on. So the lick, right? Like, so say you do start on beat 1, right? Right? Like, you got to get back to you still have to hit your notes in the right spot. Or else it's going to sound like wank instead of jazz, which is all right. It's a different thing. So keep that in mind, right? Often you're going to be tempted to start on beat 1, but whatever. We're supposed to rest on beat 1. So whatever, let's move it. So we're going to play down into the G, and instead of down into the A, I'm going to wrap the A. I'm going to play B, G, G sharp, A. So into the G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You guys like that? That's two different styles of music, right? I mixed two different styles of music. Forget that. Okay, so we're going to go down into the G. We're going to wrap the A. We'll wrap the F sharp. Down the chord to the B. Finish on the G. And breathe. Okay? So here we go. Into the G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, so there we go. So there's our first 3 bars of Au Privave, mixing it up. Let's do it again. 1. Not bad, man. That's a lick. All right, so you see how we got there? So remember, let's rest on beat 1 for a while, okay? So if you're playing bebop, end on beat 1, rest on beat 1, right? Like, get some rhythm involved in the thing too. When we move over to hard bop and when we're playing rhythm changes and stuff, we'll dig into B1, but not right now. Okay, next. You guys want to see something cool? So we did that. Thanks for sticking it out. So we made it to the bebop. We did through bebop. Now we're going to go to the C7. And one of the biggest problems that I see with young players, myself included, even today, is finding out where the sound, right, fits in the music. And they used to tell me this back at university. I went to York, I went to Hamburg, whatever. And so when it's trying to find the sound, right? And we're playing a blues. Privave is a blues. But if you just wank out on a blues scale on Privave or like some of these bebop blues things, you're gonna sound really bad. Or if you go to a blues jam and you like an R&B, a regular blues jam at a blues club, and you just fat out the blues scale, man, like that's worse than playing a major scale. You're like it's so but you want to but you have the sound and you want to know where it comes from and where when to play it. And right now I'm going to show you. You guys want to save this video, man. This is really important. So we laid bebop in the first 3 bars. So instead of playing 4 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars on the blues, we're playing 3-bar phrases. Right? We're following the music. We're following the harmonic structure. And I haven't done anything weird. I didn't even not play the 2 chord, man. I played the 2 chord for real. There was a substitution. I didn't make it weird. All right, here we go. So what are you going to do on the C7? So in bar 4, we're playing D minor to G7. And in bar 5, we're playing a C7. And that's where things are going to get to start to get pretty like, let's play some blues. So I'm switching it up a little bit. I'm showing you guys a sound here, which you may or may not want. It's not necessarily bebop. Okay, but check it out. So D, G, C. Into the D, into the G, into the C. Right? Bar 4 to going to bar 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, that's the bebop. Right? That kind of cascading lines are the bebop. Here's where you have to be careful. And this is the trap that I fall into. Say I went down into the D and then up into the G and then down into the C, right? Whatever. Right? There's a tendency, like if I really did that, like if I played a 3, 6, 2, 5 like that, well, that's not really bebop, man. like not to me. That doesn't sound like cascading lines. That's like so. Like bebop's supposed to sound like this. Right? And then you put your enclosures in there. Well, I get confused. Right? Now you're playing bebop. The other one is a different kind of style. So be careful. Right? I make that mistake all the time. You're like change running, hitting the chords up. No, man. We're trying for a particular sound. All right. Now, let's have a little bit more fun. So into the D, into the G, and then we're going to wrap the E of the C7 chord in bar 5. All right. Now we could have done G7 chord into C. Right? Right? Into the D, into the G. And then G7. B, D, F, and then E, C. But like, not now. I want to show you something else. So D, G, and then wrap the E. Okay, you guys ready? So E is beat 1, bar 5, C7. Now we're going to go up the C7 chord. So E is beat 1. Beat 3 is B flat because we're on a C7. We want to play the B flat. So into the D, into the G, wrap the E on the C7, and then we're going up to the B flat. Check it out. So we could play a scale up from E. Right? We could play into the D, G, right? 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 Maybe Coltrane would do that. No, right? But we're not doing that, okay? We're not doing that. We're doing something fun. Check this out, and here's your lick, and then we're gonna end in a sec. It's 30 minutes, man. Into the D. That's the sound. Wow, these are long-winded lessons. Thanks for sticking it out. Oh, man. All right, check it out. Here we go. That's the sound. Right? So that is wrapping the E, right? F, D, E flat, E. And E is beat 1, so it's 1, 2, 3. And then E, G, A, G, B flat, which is B3. Right? And then G is beat 1 on the C minor, because we're playing C minor to F7 back to G. Right? Anyways, whatever. So what do we have in this? Let's see if I can gather my brains in this. So this is what we did today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Sure. Right? All right. Anyways, that's the deal. Figure it out. So we played into the things, around the things, having a little bit of fun. So that sound that you want to hear. That's kind of the C7, man. That's kind of your C7 sound is that you're going for. That's when you lay it out on the line, right? Sonny Stitt would play like, he'd rap the G, then E flat, then C. He'd be like, well, he wouldn't do that, but like whatever, man. So that's the deal. And we didn't really do anything too crazy. We just sort of played into the, so we rested on beat 1. We played into beat 3, the G on beat 3. And then we wrapped the A because, like, you know, just why not? And then we didn't have to wrap the A. All right, well, we did. Why not? And then all right, enough. And that's the deal, man. That's the action. I hope you guys have a lot of fun. I'm going to go transcribe some of this stuff for you guys. Wishing everyone the best. Please subscribe to the channel. It's nice to be back. Remember, you play music, right? Music takes us into some crazy places, man. But remember, you play music is supposed to be fun. And one thing Barry always said was, always play pretty music. That's what he said. No matter what you do, always play pretty music. Whatever beautiful music means to you. And that's the action, guys, from the concert hall. I'm Sonny, wishing everyone the best of a super amazing day, man. And I'll see you guys soon.